Okay, so here is, just make sure the microphone is on. I've done that a time or two. Here is the email I've got for you. If you click on this Google Doc right here, I don't know what that was. If you click on that Google Doc right there, it's going to open up this list of resources. So it doesn't look like a ton at first, but there's actually a bunch of stuff here as you start clicking on it. So I'm going to walk you through just real quick, just so you can orient yourself. You don't have to go hunting and pecking here. And I'm probably going to do this a little bit out of order because I'm going to start with the least robust and move into the most robust. So these are just books that I think are good around project-based learning. So this, I referenced it in the email, but I think it would be kind of cool to do a book study around this. It's simple. I read it a while back. I remember being very, very good, and it rotates those PBL circles pretty frequently. This, I've read an older version of this book. I actually have it right here. Notice the covers are different. Mine's copyrighted 2007. This has been updated. There's a third edition here. So it'd probably be worth following or taking a look at this one, especially because it's associated with ISTE, which is the big tech, national tech organizations where we got our Washington State Ed Tech standards. So this is also a very good one. Those are two just books if you're looking to guide yourself with some literature. I'm going to skip over this one. Notice we're working just top to bottom here. This is just an article. I love, love, love Jennifer Gonzalez and the Cult of Pedagogy. I go here all the time for a bunch of different ed tech professional needs. And this is just an article she has on project-based learning back in 2016. She's got some other stuff. If you just come up here and you search project-based learning, she'll have, there's some other stuff on here that you could go around, but this start here one is a really good place to start to get you some ideas. And then this is Edutopia. I'm not sure if you use that a ton. I'd assume it's owned by George Lucas. Yeah, Star Wars. So my camera just keeps shifting. Figure that thing out. This is just a real short YouTube video. It's okay. It's not bad, but a primer. And this is an article about how to incorporate those two different resources there. So so those are all of those. Those are kind of the short ones. There's a ton. So John Spencer, short plug. He's actually going to be a keynote at the STEM Summit this year. I think he's kicking us off on the 15th. He's awesome. He's another person I just revere. I think he's a professor at George Fox in Oregon, and he's unbelievable. So his website is spencerauthor.com. He's again going to be presenting a keynote here. I don't know. We haven't actually given him a topic. Maybe we have him talk about PBL. We could hook that up. You know what? We're going to tailor the entire keynote of the STEM Summit to Chelan because I like you. I don't know. I don't actually have control over that. But he's got some really good stuff here. But his gig is quite a bit around PBL. So this is just a good intro, but if you scroll down, here's a good visual. The 4 C's in 21st century learning is great. There's just some good stuff here, but this is where it gets real deep. These are all links to articles that he's written around project-based learning. So yeah, there's some stuff. He's got a pretty good YouTube channel that I really enjoy. And the podcast? Yes, he has a podcast. And then he's got these different workshops, which again, I think he might be doing some workshops at the STEM Summit. Maybe we could see if he can get some of those in there as well. But the collaboration PBL was always a good one. Shift PBL. Here you go. Making time for PBL, which is probably not something that you guys really struggle with. But look, this is an entire article and a podcast episode about project-based learning. So a ton there on John Spencer's website. And then I wanted to leave this one to last because this was pre my time at the ESD. This was back in 2020. But the ESD actually put together click the wrong button there, put together a professional development on project-based learning and the flipped classroom for Chelan in I think it was August 2020 probably as a kickoff. So this was given to me. See, I talked to Cindy. She's like, I didn't do any of that. She's a liar, or she just forgot. Annie Stewart is no longer at the ESD with us, which is a bummer. She was awesome. But she took the lead in putting this together. I think she's got some really good stuff here, so I'll walk you through it real quick. This is just the presentation. The slideshow, obviously, I'm not going to go through every single slide because you can kind of go through here. I think we don't have access to these anymore. Ooh, all right. So if you click on those audio files, you can actually listen. That's Annie speaking. You can actually listen to that, and there's a bunch of links in here. Like it's very, very um, interactive and very, very rich in resources. This is actually a John Spencer video she included here, and then again some real stuff. Where I think it gets really good is, I mean, she actually references hacking project-based learning here, and then these different steps to implementing PBL. So very, very, very robust. But as a part of this professional development, I think it was all on Zoom because 2020. Uh, they had them get into breakout rooms and engage with these resources. So this is also where it gets very, very deep. Um, Notice these were the instructions, and then they got to pick and choose some of these resources. Full transparency, I have not gone through all of these resources, but as soon as I end this video, I'm going to, because they're awesome, and Annie ruled, and I'm very, very excited about this. And so there's a ton of different stuff here that you can dig your way through, and then a ton of different stuff down here also. So that I would think will keep you busy for a little bit. But I also mentioned this in the email. Let me know if there's something a little bit more structured that I can do for you around project-based learning and your staff. Even if it wasn't just that big picture staff, if it was everybody or a small or whatever, I'm happy to put some stuff together, do like a hands-on. It'd be tough to cover like actual elements of something in an hour, but potentially if you want to do a half day, full day, you want to do stuff in August or whatever, let me know. This is kind of my jam. I love project-based learning because it just goes hand in hand with technology. So let me know what I can do for you. Let me know if you're looking for something else, if there's something not covered in this one page or the resources linked there. And I will hook you up because that's my job. And I'm excited about this. All right, I'm going to open this back up because this is what I'm doing next.